Okay, so here I created a new object, and here I will choose the batch input method, and I will choose an object. So this is the one financial document, and choose a method. So you see here it's by default coming a direct input, but in case of customer upload, it was a batch input. So this I have not chosen. So based on the method you have chosen, by default it got updated. So that means with this program we can use only direct input method. So source structures. So as I explained you the drawbacks, right? So in case of uh, multiple line items that are not recorded, that are not used in the recording, so in those cases it would be difficult for us uploading more line items in the recording method, right? So in this method what we are going to do is I'll create two source structures, one for header and one for line items. ZBKPF, header, then I'll create another. So I'll select it as lower level, ZBSec, because line item data is stored in this table, so that's why I'm naming these two like that. So now we have to choose the source fields. So the same way I'll go to object overview. So what fields we need? Transaction code I will give it as a default value, I mean the fixed value. So we need BL data as a document date, document type, company code, would add a posting date, monad period. If you, it is not a problem even if you don't give the fiscal period, because the system derives it from the posting date. So from the header, I will choose reference document number, also XBLNR. This one is not required, not using a foreign currency. BLNR, we are using internal number range. This is also not required. Okay. And then I'll go to this line item table. In the line item table, we need posting key. In case of easy transactions like FB50, FB70, we don't need the posting key. But in case of old transactions, we have to use the posting keys. So posting key, special GL indicator, this is not required, amount, currency, cost center. So special GL indicator not required. So one field is enough, amount in document currency is enough. These are also not required. These three fields are enough. So as you know, you can use DDMY. Do we need any other fields? Let me see. No, those fields will be enough. So source fields, chain. For this source structure, I'll update. So DDMY, right? DDMY. Document type C. Company code also C. DDMY. Monad. Sorry, fiscal period we don't need. Currency key C. This C. C. I think we forgot one important line item, which is H count. The real account field is important. Okay, now field mapping. Oh, sorry. The structure relations. We have to relate the source structure to target structure. So in recording case, system would relate the source structure and target structure automatically, because in that case we had only one source structure. But in this case, we have several target structures and also we created several source structures. So we have to manually assign the relation. For BGR00, I will use the header, and for BKPF, so I'll use the header. For BSEG, I will use BSEG. Since I'm not using any of the fields from these tables, so I don't need to assign them. These three assignments are enough. Now the field mapping. So auto field mapping. Posting rate. Okay. So now specify files. So in specify files, first we have to prepare the files. Since we are using two different structures, we have to create two different files. I will open another. Here H count VTR and KSTL. Okay. Document date is date 11/2016 at SA and sorry would add posting date, company code, bookers means company code 3000 and currency key USD XBLNR test 1. Okay, like this. I want to upload. Okay, so let me fill this information. New BS is posting key 5040 H count this one and the other GL account. Okay, amount I will do 211. So cost center is not required for these line items. So this is fine. But now the uploads are required for posting many transactions, right? So I want to upload 5 documents now. So how can I do that? So I will have to add those 5 documents information here. Okay. Two test, 3 test, 4 test, 5. So 5 documents are there. So in this Excel file, line items Excel file also, I will upload 5 twos. We need 5 twos, right? So I got the total 10 line items. But what I want to is for the second document, I need to add one more line item. So that means the second document will have 3 line items. So this will be 150, 150, total credit 300. So this GL account requires a cost center. I will assign a cost center 1000. Okay. In the same way, for the last document also, I need 3 line items. I can add one more line items also. That means the last document will have 4 line items. I'm adding the same GL account. So this total will be 511. Okay, so these are the amounts. Okay, now the problem here is which line item belongs to which header line item in this file. We know because we have created this file, we know that the first 2 line items belong to this row. the next 3 line items belong to this row. But how would system know? That means we have to connect this header line item to the header to the line items. Okay, so how we can do that? I will add a new field. Suppose you can say some indicator ind. So here also I will add one field. This is freely definable field. So say x01. I will assign these numbers x03, x04, x05. Okay. The same way I'll create here x01. So second line item also belongs to this one. So x01 to x02, x02, x03, x04, 04, x05. So now system knows which line items belong to which header. Okay, but we have to map these indicator fields in the source structures also. That means go to source fields. Otherwise, it will not consider. I mean, it will consider, but the value that we are putting in this first column will go to document date field. So to avoid that one, we need to add ind character C3 field. The length of that field is 3 characters, because x01, x02 like that, it will have only 3. If you are uploading hundreds or thousands documents, you can make this length to 5 or 6. Okay, so you can use the same field. ind C3. Here you can double click and identifying field content is there. So you can utilize these field also to identify the field content. But in this case, it is not required.